Snowplow team. With the big snowstorm coming up, these unsung heroes are working hard to give you a comfortable drive to work.
Gay marriage. Washington is the latest state to make same-sex marriage legal, and another state may join them.
And hopeful hearts. You didn't prepare for Valentine's Day, but you're not out of luck. We'll tell you your options. I'm Angela Montier.
And I'm Anna Hayes. It's Tuesday, February 14th, and in Utah, it's 12 o'clock.
From KBYU and the BYU Department of Communications. This is the award-winning 11 News at noon.
With Sunday snow still on the ground and more in the forecast, Provo City is gearing up to keep your commute clear. 11 News reporter Kyle Pettit shows us it all comes down to a group of just 16 men.
Provo Power Works is responsible for street maintenance throughout the year, from potholes to signs, and in the winter, plowing the snow. When we wake up in the morning, look to the mountains and see this, we can think about skiing, sledding, and boarding because the men behind the machines already thought about the roads.
It's not like we just sit around, we wait for a snowstorm to come and then we're here. We're doing street maintenance and other special projects. And
when a storm is on the horizon, the foreman will wake up around 3 a.m. and start checking the commuter link cameras to see if the snow is flying.
Then we call the guys in and they respond in and we tell them how much snow is out there and they pretty well gauge what needs to be done there.
By this time last year, the crews had done this more than 20 times and used up lots of road salt, 5 times more than this light winter.
I've been working snow now for the last 20 years and never have experienced a winter this light.
And you're happy about that?
Oh yeah, I mean it's nothing more miserable than having to get up in the middle of the night.
Provo alone goes through about 1,500 tons of salt each year. The largest trucks can carry up to 13 tons, which is enough to get through one big storm. But Nesbitt says the big storms are past.
I think we've probably gone through the worst that we're going to have this year.
The crew says they're grateful for the light winter because it gives them a chance to work on other projects. Anna?
Utah County could get millions of dollars of road money back from the state. The Utah Department of Transportation is spending less than they expected on the I-15 Core project, and they could get those savings back to the county. Until the project wraps up, it's not a sure thing, but county officials say if they do get the cash, widening I-15 to Payson is their top priority. A new study says almost half of Utah voters have registration problems. The Pew Center study says many people don't realize that when they move, they also need to change their registration information to avoid duplicates. Utah's elections director says we are one of the very few states actively trying to update information and proposing bills that would make that process easier.
The president's proposed budget wants to give full control of the Central Utah project to the federal government. The 50-year-old project brings water from eastern Utah to the Wasatch Front and is currently a joint project with the state. Utah's congressional delegation calls that a bad idea, saying the project is better managed close to home. Just at the tail of Prop 8's repeal, another state has legalized same-sex marriage. The state of Washington is the 7th in the U.S. to allow gays to marry, with New Jersey planning to do the same. Washington's governor signed the law that will go into effect in June. Opposers say they want to stop the law by pushing it to the November ballot. New Jersey's state Senate also passed a bill with plans to follow in Washington's footsteps. But New Jersey Governor Chris Christie says he will veto the bill.
Friends of Whitney Houston are speaking out about the pop star's behavior in her final days. Beverly Hills police continue to investigate how she lost her life Saturday night at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Sandra Endo has more on this investigation in Los Angeles.
As the news of Whitney Houston's death sinks in with friends and family, some are looking back on their final interactions with the singer. One close friend says Houston sounded happy in a voicemail she left just hours before she was found dead in a Beverly Hills hotel room Saturday afternoon.
And I don't think that she was trying to mask anything. She was in great spirits. She was singing and she had gospel music playing.
Another singer, Kelly Price, denies claims that Houston was acting erratically at a pre-Grammy party 2 days before her death. Houston joined Price for an impromptu duet at the event.
I've heard so many things about people saying that, you know, she was erratic, she was this, she was that. She was none of those things.
Monday, the assistant chief coroner said a family member saw Houston no more than an hour before her bodyguard found her dead in the bathtub. Officials still refuse to speculate on a cause of death.
The case is still pending. We're waiting for tox, histopathology, and toxicology, and the investigation's ongoing.
Results could take 6 to 8 weeks. While Houston's family awaits answers about her death, they are making final arrangements. They are also focused on the well-being of Houston's 18-year-old daughter, Bobby Christina. She was rushed to the hospital twice over the weekend and treated for stress and anxiety.
And Houston's body is now in her home state of New Jersey, where family members are planning her funeral. The service will be held Saturday at a Newark New Hope Baptist Church, where she first showcased her singing talents as a child.
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Still to come on 11 News at noon. Last minute love. What can you do to woo your significant other, even if you procrastinated?
And resourceful rodents. These rats are saving human lives by following their nose. We'll be right back.
Love is in the air, but if you're out of ideas and haven't gotten your Valentine's goodies yet, the clock is ticking. We sent 11 News reporter Emmanuel Na into the heart of the Valentine's Day madness. Emmanuel, are there still options for people who are empty-handed?
Thanks, guys. You know, I'm here at the Macy's just a few blocks from the BYU campus, and even though it's Valentine's Day, there's still plenty of heart-shaped brownies and owl-shaped balloons that you can pick up for your sweetheart. Some people hate it. Some people love it. But wherever you stand, two things are sure to happen on Valentine's Day. Number one, you're going to spend too much money. And number two, you probably put shopping off for too long.
I think always when you're shopping last minute that there's going to be less of a selection, but it makes you more creative and innovative. So although it's last minute and there's not as much, it makes you think, you know, makes it more from the heart.
For sure. I agree with that.
Well, kind of, yeah.
That's fine. However you justify your late rush to the store, you'll be surprised to find that most have got you covered. Whether it's the classic red roses, the heart-shaped pastries, or balloons declaring your love, the shelves are still stocked.
We do still have options. We have flowers, we've got sparkling cider, we have personalized cookies, we have chocolate, we got lots of chocolate, you know, we've got all sorts of things.
But even Steve admits that the variety won't last all day.
We try and have all your options, but the variety will start to get slim later on, you know, 3, 4 o'clock. So ideally you want to get in before that, you know, on your lunch break or something like that.
So how do you put together the perfect gift? What can you do that's unique and not cliche? First, make a stop at the flower patch and pick up one of these green stuffed animals, and maybe a lily or two. Then zip over to Macy's and grab a personalized cookie, a bottle of sparkling cider, and last but not least, some Valentine's Day temporary tattoos to mark yourself loved. The later it gets, the longer the lines promise to be. So get here early, grab that special someone a box of chocolates, and have a happy Valentine's Day. From the Macy's in Provo, I'm Emmanuel Na, 11 News.
Thanks, Emmanuel. People may not love their significant other as much as they think. At least that's what their wallets show. The National Retail Federation says that consumers spend less per gift on their sweethearts for Valentine's Day than they do on their moms for Mother's Day. People with a mother and a significant other spend $15 more on their mom than on their partner. Many students spent their Valentine's Day morning at the Marriott Center for Elder Patrick Kiernan's devotional. The member of the First Quorum of the 70 gave an encouraging message that hits close to home for students about how we can feel loved even when we're miles away from home.
Messages from home, messages of love and reassurance and guidance, however they arrive at your door and your inbox, can have a powerful influence to steady you along your journey while you are away from home.
Elder Kiernan is from England and spent most of his teenage years at boarding school away from his family.
Snipers in Syria, bomb blasts in Thailand, and rats detect explosives in Colombia. This is your look at news from around the world. Syrian snipers took over the city of Homs today, killing at least 6 civilians. Syrians say the snipers shot randomly, even targeting people just trying to buy bread. Today's death toll in Syria is already at 16, and 710 Syrians have died in the last 10 days. The UN says that they're prepared to deploy humanitarian aid as soon as they have access to the country. Police in Thailand are investigating a series of bomb blasts that rocked Bangkok today. Similar attacks happened in Israel and Georgia yesterday, and officers are tracing a possible link. 3 alleged attackers fled, but one wasn't able to escape and lost his leg in the bombing. Police found an Iranian ID at the scene, but can't confirm the nationality of the captured man. And we're used to seeing dogs sniff out trouble, but in Colombia, the dog days are over. Colombian police are using these little white rats to find bombs. They weigh less than a pound, which allows them to walk around without setting off the bomb. They find the explosives in less than 1 minute and are then rewarded for their good work. Officials say the only downside is their short lifespan. Finally, a good use for rats. That's your look at news from around the world. Angela, back to you.
Thanks, Anna. When 11 News at Noon returns, AllStar Blues. What does Paul Millsap have to say about the star-studded team roster that does not include him? Radish roses. These bouquets look more like a dinner salad than a Valentine gift.
Wow, those look good. But with all the snow we've been having, will you be able to make some of your own? I'll have your 11 News weather when we return.
So Kika, I'm sure lots of people have fun Valentine's dates tonight.
I bet they do.
Yeah, are we going to get any like snow and be able to curl up with some hot chocolate on the couch with our significant other?
Yes, we'll have a mix of everything. It's quite of a mixed bag for our Valentine's Day weather. Taking a look outside, we still have some fog up there creeping down the mountain, and of course up there we have some snow. Earlier this morning we've had some rain and snow showers. Right now it's kind of cleared up, so we're kind of on a yo-yo scale with our weather today. Currently outside it is 35 degrees. Our humidity is a bit high at 93%. You'll probably feel that in the air. And we have some calm 5 miles per hour wind. They're north winds, so they'll just be blowing on through. Nothing too much to worry about. Later on tonight, we do have a drop in temperature. We'll hit a low of 29 degrees. We do have a 20% chance of snow showers later on tonight, and our sunset will be coming in at 6:02 p.m. Taking a bigger picture of what's going on, it doesn't look like too much, but don't be deceived. These little wisps of storm systems that are blowing in from the west will hit Utah. We'll see that, but it'll mostly be affecting southern Utah. I'll touch more on that on our 5-day forecast for southern Utah. On our Utah highs, though, we're staying solidly in the 40s up in northern Utah. We have Logan at 40. We hit 45 and 1 degree or higher with 46 in Provo. We do have 39 in Price, but high enough to be almost with the 40s. Our Cedar City is at 36, and down in St. George we have a high of 49 degrees. Taking a look at our 5-day forecast, we can see the effects of this snow system coming in. Our Tuesday, yes, that graphic is right. That is snowflakes for today. 27 degrees for our high and 33 for our low in southern Utah. Wednesday we'll just be seeing the tail end of that storm system blowing through. We have some showers, high of 51, low of 34. Nothing too bad. Of course, on into the weekend, it actually warms right on up. We do get more clouds on Saturday, but if we look at the high, it's still 57 with a low of 35. Nothing too bad. Up in northern Utah, the same trend is happening. We have snow on Tuesday and Wednesday, but look on our Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're still seeing sunny skies, some clouds, but the temperature is still up there with the 46.
Sounds good, but some Valentine's Day snow tonight.
Maybe some snuggling with our Valentine if you have one, or if your pillow, if not.
That's fine. I love that.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kika. And speaking of love, the NBA was not feeling the love for Jazz player Paul Millsap.
Right. What's the deal, Bridget?
Yeah, they sure weren't. Paul Millsap did not get chosen for this year's All-Star team. But next on sports, Endzone facelift. A local company is giving LaVelle Edwards Stadium a new look in time for next season. And stars snubbed. The Jazz are focusing on season wins instead of an unpicked power forward. Sports is next. Stay tuned. Lavelle Edwards Stadium is getting a new skin makeover. The locally founded company is showing some BYU pride by adding 2 LED video walls and LED ribbon boards across the top of both end zones. Construction is scheduled to finish by the Cougars' home opener September 1st against Washington State. And BYU also announced its 2012 football schedule. After opening against the Wildcats of Wazoo, the Cougars will take on some familiar faces, including away games at both Boise State and Notre Dame. BYU isn't forgetting its roots, though, playing Weber State, Utah State, and of course, the University of Utah at Rice-Eccles. And college football conferences are shifting again. The Mountain West Conference and Conference USA are joining to make a new conference. This new association could start as early as 2013 and would include at least 17 teams in all 5 time zones of the U.S.
Still to come on 11 News at noon. Veggie Valentine red roses get some tasty competition from the produce aisle, and it's a lot healthier than a box of chocolates. We'll be right back.
Today is all about the chocolate and candy, but if you feel like giving your sweet tooth a rest, a vegetable bouquet might be the way to go. These farmers in Shanghai replaced roses with radishes and baby's breath with mushrooms. The new edible design has attracted a big following in China after marketers placed advertisements online. One man gave his girlfriend the bouquet, and she said that it was very thoughtful and a creative gift.
Well, that's really nice for those people, but here at 11 News, we are all about the sweets.
Yes.
And we just wanted to thank Lizzie Early and Your Cup of Cake for these beautiful Valentine's cupcakes, and they look delicious.
And how is it?
Kika?
It is really good.
You know,
I don't want to talk about them. I just want to eat them. They're really good.
I have to say, as much as I love eating healthy, Valentine's Day, you can eat not healthy, right? It's all about
That is right.
It's all about the
It is delicious. That's right. Thanks again, Lizzie. That's 11 News at noon for February 14th.
You can join us anytime on our website, 11news.byu.edu.
Thanks for watching and have a great Valentine's Day.